pick.
And what a way to start that new look then on the pistol. Flora's already pushed it up pretty closely to Garage. It's making a little bit of noise, rattling the cage somewhat. We've got the cheat up from Rescue all the way at the top of A-Long.
Yeah, you've got Mimi taking contact here, and then Rescue going to fight off the distraction.
Sarah, though, perfectly equipped to clear this. Rescue tries to get ahead of it. That doesn't quite go the way she planned. I think if by a recon now has to run and dodge away down A-Long. Meanwhile, we've got pressure now going straight into the B side. Fluorescent wants to get in here behind this relay bolt, but Vanya was unaffected by it. And there's a double face here. Right click, Mimi from behind Vanya is also able to find Floor. And SR down to 3.
G2 can take things slow, but Amy adventurous too much so. At least Rescue, who pushed out of A fast on the trade, and now G2 need to slow this pace down. Play to the numbers advantage and the utility advantage with Amy still alive. They're going to have a fault line to get back in. Vanya, one dark cover as well. Rescue trip forced to be broken. Noya maybe in the perfect position.
Noya's hearing so much of this. Vanya unaware, but Noya gives her position away. Oh, she's going to try and pick up the pieces, but Mimi was ready for it now with advanced warning. Mel's got it all to do here in the 1 versus 3. Vanya crumples early. Rescue challenges from the right of the box. And just gets away with their life. G2, counter to the narrative that we heard from Mitchman on the desk, get themselves a pistol on Hayden, crucially.
And Rescue starting hot here.
G2 get, though, their dream opener. Now they're Shopify Rebellion. Plunge their way into sewer. Rescue's going to be waiting on this, though, with the rifle. Fault line could have been there to be played off, but Rescue wasn't on the line. And a pesky one-way will be put together by Vanya, who has been virtually immovable in so many of these defensive scenarios.
Shopify opting to fall back out of sewer after creating some pressure there, and G2 could certainly be thinking that they've left a player inserted. Perhaps Noya's still there on that sentinel lurk, but no, it is all of Shopify.
Zug
towards B, just playing to get the spike down. Mimi going to feel the pressure of this horde of players trying to breach into the site. Vanya with a defensive paranoia that will stifle things.
Good. It's perfect, actually. Vanya steps up here, but nothing to see. Mel swings while under the effect of the paranoia, and Vanya cuts a bloody swap through SR. Rescue with the GTA seal. Very clean. Very textbook.
Rescue, the best weapon on the battlefield for G2, has that Vandal and is pressed up in sewer, trying to take an early engagement.
She's a weapon herself.
Early advantage, yeah.
3-0 for her.
Interesting for Mimi. Going forward, tucking into the cubby towards B. You know, unorthodox for a role player on this team.
Still flash for Amy to play off, though. In that corner. Just a sheriff to hand for her.
Rescue right now pushed up all the way in sewer, allowing the rest of G2 just to stack elsewhere. Noya maybe walking into a trap.
Cam is watching C, so not relevant here. Mimi just caught by that one. Noya can fall back behind a cyber cage and get all the info that she needs. Petra, oh, now they know. Now they know the Rescue has gotten out behind them, making no shortage of noise there through mid-window, and is just not aware that Noya might be lingering.
I want to see if G2 maybe try to pick Noya off, or do they fight the site right now when it's more of a 3v3?
There's a lot for Amy to look at here. Big pings, though, as Amy's going to be forced away by the relay bolt. Aftershock as well to keep her at bay for now. Petra gets into the side from the back, and Vanya with a bucky cleans Alexis up. But Noya has the timing. She snuck up through mid, and that's her third for the round. 3v2. Vanya wants to challenge this, and my goodness, she just don't miss.
One enemy remaining.
What a shocky, though, from Sarah. Vanya too low to withstand that. And now 2v1, it's clean as it gets for Sarah Cat. Otherwise anticipating. Been caught twice by her now.
So fast from G2. Rescue is playing fierce at the moment. This stun could be huge, but just knows that it would be far too risky to go for an aggro play there. Fluorescent is in so deep.
She doesn't stop. She won't be halted. Rescue tries to throw up, I think, a fast lane there to obscure her position. And it's beautiful. What a snap on Alexis. Now it's Noya and Sarah. They have to put it together. Sarah inside that dark cover. Looking to follow up in a great last round, and Noya can only get the one.
Lost enough weapons that they were fully invested. Lose, and are now on the eco.
3 defense side rounds for G2. That's spectacular here. After the first 4. NSR mostly grouped up again. It will be Noya holding back.
Mimi has been getting really active on this defense so far. Vanya first engagement, trying to spray through. That relay bolt is perfect, and the range is just not good with the shotgun. SR, how do they find two openings? Amy has to stabilize.
My ultimate
In a good position to do so. In fairness, the paranoia misses her now. She can just shoot heads. What a flick! What an adjustment for Amy. Noya dragging herself into this to give up the ace to Amy. Defense round so big for G2.
Timeout has been taken before what could just be an explosive round 6, factoring in the number of ultimates that are in play. SR have the Hunter's Fury to work with.
Overdrives for both Neons.
That's a nice little combo to catch out a player that may even be positioned really far back for the defenders, getting in their face with the overdrive while you're hitting them with the Hunter's Fury from Sarah. B-site is vacant.
Oh,
I will exploit that. Floor in real danger as the spike goes down.
the trip is way deeper than Shopify expect. Floor gets snarled up in it and gets taken down to 5. No point going for the ultimate here.
And it's just abandoned in the site. If Floor can even get one here, that's more than enough from her.
She's a ward, basically. Dropped here. Left embedded. Mimi, oh, you can't be serious. Floor is getting it all. Gets the one, a bit of damage as well in the second. Rescue eventually makes that flank play, but Noya's now really in tune with that timing. Petra pushes up, aggressive, but is shut down by Mel. Vanya over the top. Noya cannot see her right now. It's going to be a Hunter's Fury to try and stop this defuse. Amy thought to stick it. She gets to the half. It's going to be enough, but it's time on their side. Noya catches Vanya. Now plunge into the smoke. It's Amy dealing with her.
She might just have it.
Oh, Sarah, what a shock.
The economic danger zone for Shopify. Rescue with the overdrive. So deep into sea, chasing, hunting down Noya.
Mimi here knows she's about to see it all. Alexis not ready for that. Mimi gets a lot of damage, is able to fall off this rescue. Side to the rescue, gets it on the side. Alexis dealt with inside that dark cover, but Sarah emerges and Floor is there as well. Singer, Sheriff, Vandal all need to go to work here with surgical precision for G2.
spike plant.
Scared for Sarah there for a moment. Susceptible to a shotgun. Floor is so close up with the Bucky, but he's forced back because of that Silver Jordan. Has to reposition to default now.
Laurie's lit. This is a little bit awkward. She was hoping to take a post-plant position as well, but now she hides in the smoke. Here's the spray. Floor takes a hit, but they're not convinced anyone's in here. Petra Shocky licks at the feet of Fluorescent, and there's a finish off at Mel. Of course, in the post-plant setup to able to deal with Amy.
Oh my god, they're sending the Hunter's Fury.
Is it going to be a catch? Vanya looking to get it to half. Noya in a great spot to disrupt this. And there it is. The planters, the defuse as well is taken down.
Onto rescue mid-overdrive, by the way, to hold that ultimate that was getting value. Already into this, though, the operator's been picked up by the Neon, but is just punished, strolling out of the dark. Oh, Petra, I mean, how is she getting away with that? Needs to fall back, needs assistance, but is just stuck here alone.
She gets the one, that's not bad, but she's forced to anchor this now. Much like Floor in the previous round. She will actually be allowed to get out. Through this attack side of dark cover, SR are waiting for a moment here, a bit of a syncopation.
And it was the right decision to get out. Maybe has the Rolling Thunder here. They can play to the retake right now. They have the superior utility. Alexis gets this down though. Rolling Thunder of Shopify's own to counter G2 on the entry.
And it's set up for a Rolling Thunder. Spike out in the open here. Perfect for Mel to capitalize on here from A-Main. But Mimi has one of her own, Wyatt. Both breach ultimates are online. This is about to get a little bit hectic. Here we go. A lot of tectonic activity over on the A site. High magnitude, but Amy is going to try and set up in heaven, take a brief shot before the dark cover blooms, but Mel gets rid of Petra first.
And G2 now, they are feeling the pressure of the clock. They know there's no chance of getting back in. Alexis just had far too much utility for the stall. Ultimates exchanged, but when the spike is down, obviously that is just a trade in the favor of Shopify. They're able to lock, excels with controlling that area of the map when you have that breach and the utility to work with. That standard dark cover for control placed by Vanya as well.
Noya is determined to be Rescue's sleep paralysis team in this game.
Gotta go.
Using everything at her disposal to slow this Neon down.
Slow from SR. Prodding towards C. Looking to explore back into mid, perhaps. Toby's camera's broken. Oh my god, the triple spam that does
a bit of damage.
Yeah, a decent amount. Floor dropped to half. Noya basically with a light armor.
They are looking to make some things happen here defensively without exposing themselves to too much risk.
Yeah, without an overcommittal. That's something they never really fall susceptible to. G2 are quite a patient team.
Mimi is actually stuck on the B side here with a fault line. Maybe she used it to get in. They're going to be fighting for it, but relay bolt from Floor connects. Amy going to try and get in as the spike's being planted. She's found 2 quick kills. Alexis has to try and find a way to get out of this sticky situation. But Sarah's going to be brought down. It's just Neuer. We are in a post-plant here, but there's a lot to ask from your Cypher player. And they're lit. Neural Theft comes out. Neuer almost makes it 3. Just pulling up short.
That was some sick precision with the Phantom from Neuer. Amy so fast into the site though with...
Lock in. Shellfire need the energy here. Fluorescent at the 4 here. Petra not willing to give up that corner entirely. Mimi would cover her either way.
That is forced to stall for Shopify.
Oh, just a raw swing?
Oh yeah, not off a flash even from Mimi. No audio cue from SR. Risky. Reckless, shut down, and
Petra's duelist instincts can't be quenched, I guess.
how often they can't. This was honestly one of the issues that G2 were having in their game against Crew. Petra was going for far too much on A when, often it's the role of the Sova to just play that site for retake, not take risks.
You've lost a whole lot of key utility now.
Yeah, this situation was obviously a little different. She had teammates there, but so caught. Oh, and Vanya is in trouble off that neural theft. She's going to have to pop off right now. Dodge the flash, does get 1, almost 2.
Always Vanya. Getting some unreasonable value out of those situations. It hasn't really slowed up SR too much, though. They are here onto the site. We're going to have 2 coming in from CT3. In fact, for G2, Fastlane going to be thrown up. They're going to get about it quickly. Rescue flattens Mel. She cartwheels into the wall. Alexis steps up, though. Now she's getting involved in the fragging, and Sarah goes for the Hunter's Fury. Mimi down to a paltry 70 points of health, and Neuer is on the rewrap, as she always seems to be. It's a matter of time. She's lurking. Hang that on B.
Looks like G2, they do want to go for this fast pressure. A main, once again, Rescue is up close, spamming through the cage off the dark cover place from Vanya, and a mid push.
Vanya, of course, with the key weapon here, but Mel seems to have sniffed this out. There's a lot of angles, though, to expect some aggression. Paranoia's going to shut down the Guardian play for the time being. Oh, my goodness, Floor just Geronimo's over the windowsill. And that was over almost before it started. Rescue here is a trip that she has to contend with now, and meanwhile, the spike is in a different postcode.
Can jump over it, win this maybe, but just no way she's going to be ready for Fluorescent in that off angle. Rescue would have to do something insane. She's been in good form so far on the Neon into the relay bolt.
Go, go, go.
So I'm not sure that she's in this. She's going to go for it. Yep, get it over with, see if she can make something happen. Belly flopped onto G2 in mid.
We've got the last round of the half. Rescue here, feeling the pressure. Aftershock has to use that fast lane just to evade the bullets.
U2 cover on the side, it's been good. Floor with the overdrive now active. Amy looking to come out there, emerge from garage at the right time, but Mel is ready for it. Look at this, SR canvassing this seaside in its entirety. Floor going forward. Rescue going to be brought down, but Vanya always good for 1. Here comes the rolling thunder though, and Alexis can capitalize on the fact that Mimi couldn't quite get out, but she does escape. TP here to see long for Vanya. She cancelled it to make sure there's no post-plant positioning get taken up by SR.
Deploying drone.
Petra sending out the recon, trying to get any amount of information, maybe cause a distraction for Vanya to get in. They are separated.
Petra and Vanya in the 2 versus 3. Petra trying to draw someone out here. Gonna play off this. Oh, she's so clever! Oh, it's all too easy!
You can't be getting away with that!
She just dangles the catnip in front of SR and they go for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
I mean, that is a comedic outplay if I've ever seen one. Quality on defense. They have to be even better on attack to close this out, to get to the decider of Sunset.
Neuer watches her sandcastle get kicked. That trip is cleared out of the way. G2 for the time being seem happy enough with that. They have a trip as well inside window, interestingly enough. Lest Floor gets a little aggressive.
Maybe gets on a forward cam place towards Garage. Getting information if there's some kind of deep mid push from Shopify. Not the case though. Got a simple setup towards B, where that fault line is ready to go out from Alexis' back site if the pressure comes there, and then Floor can fight off of it. And Sarah's duty here is simply to get information, get out, and we'll play A for retake.
Well, I think that's pretty illuminating, don't you? 3, 4 people spotted by that recon bolt.
Yeah,
G2 knows this is going to pull a big rotation, so they say, oh, we need to be elsewhere
Yeah,
here.
they said, never mind. I mean, speaking of a big rotation, that is all of Shopify vacating the C region of the map. Amy immediately
30
says, let me
seconds
go
left.
through Garage, and we're just trying to get back in fast. It's a flood from Shopify.
Hey, they're in the back of the site here, ready to fight. Relay Bolt's going to be connecting. Vanya get to emerge, but Petra's already gotten herself onto the board and rescues in the back corner of the site. It's a massacre! It's just Sarah left standing, and Amy finds in third and puts her down. This is Haven working against you. SRC everything over at 8. They fall into the trap of rotating into it, as you probably would. Tough map to cover, you're spread thin. And speaking of which, SR opt not to do that this round. They're stacked on 8. Just President over at the seaside.
Just a slow contact up C long. G2 certainly intending on finishing on that side. At least for now, they're going to draw back and play a bit slower. Touched on it prior, but G2 certainly compared to the field, one of the teams on attack that like to really take their time, get information piece by piece, deal with utility here and there. Amy getting a little bit more aggressive though. She's the one player with just the ghost. Cypher takes a bit more, or some more liberties in a situation like this, and punishes Noya.
Yep, finds the timing beautifully there as Noya tries to react to the fault line. So what we should expect to see in a situation like this is SR grouping up towards their spawn, just close enough, of course, to perish to the spike blast. Floor may have other ideas here, just in case someone is pushed ahead of it.
Did invest into the Sheriff as Floor, so
That is true.
wants to try and at least claim one.
Let's see. Trip there, Amy on the corner. Okay, that's that Sheriff now knocked loose. The rest of SR, if you are in the venue, you probably see them hoping to discuss a little bit what the next round should look like for them. They might simply want to punish a push up like this from Amy. Fault line. She deftly dodges it. They'll at least get something for it, but
Gymnastics.
and there's a number of orbs just handed over.
Little cartwheel to the left. Finds another. Why not?
Do-si-do. And there it is. Mel will really want to keep the energy ready when they need it.
That's Shopify looking to get proactive towards A. Paranoia comes out a bit late. Mel really wants to fight forward. The rescues. Guardians along.
Hey, very low. Mel sees it coming, catches her out.
Yeah, that's G2 just over-committing a bit, but they are on a fast pivot to C. They'll have to deal with Noya. We'll see if SR can get in position to flood this, or if they just play for the full retake, the safer option of the two.
Play off the kill trip, I think, here. There is one at the back of the site. Petra's trying to clear it, though. It is still there. Amy gets picked up here. She tried to get into window by the looks of things.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit too fast.
Was well watched by the rest of SR. Ooh, Petra! This is the first shot. Floor now in a position to do some real damage. Mimi pretty exposed on the site now as Nohit just always seems to find a rewrap. And Mimi holding her ground though. These weaker weapons for G2 though will let them down. SR shut the bonus down.
And G2 is not dealing any significant damage to SR either, so G2 are again focused on A. Well, all right, decent way to open a round, I suppose. Just a little auto aim.
Petra taking the fight.
Someone needs to inspect the mouse, the hardware, the software.
Yep. Do check her PC. Peripherals. Reaction time.
May make Amy feel like she needs to do something more proactive to reduce the deficit.
She's trying to cause a bit of a ruckus through B. She's actually in on the B side. So we'll see how that goes. Yep, okay, winning out against Sarah now. Might have opened a door here for G2. Vanya deals with Mel. Rescue pushing up, but she's got support this time. And Alexis needs to hold it down. Ooh, not bad. Mimi really unaffected by that. Now we have a 2 versus 2 set up for his floor into heaven. It's well and truly smoked out though.
Mimi is playing so aggro. G2 activate across the map. So much utility here from Mimi. Keep your eyes on that.
Or is this awkward dash? She has to play across in heaven. Oh, you're not ready for that! Rescue flattened. Floor now can fall back as Noya takes a moment to emerge onto the side. That is so hard to retake. It's Haven. You're in a 2v2. You're locked out of the site by smokes. Unreal.
In the round, another force onto the ego.
Indulge me for a moment, Wyatt, as I just appreciate how competitive this series has been. This map, no exception. Into round 17, it is a tied game, but G2 are lacking in terms of arsenal. Round 4. Petra ready for that though.
Testing G2's reaction time, peeking out of doors in mid. Falls back,
Right here.
holds it more. A safe position.
Pings here for SR. Because they're dark cover, they don't know if someone's been embedded on the right side, left or away from Mel's perspective. doesn't want to get caught with util in hand here. Floor falls off that line and will allow Amy, again, who has been so proactive, to explore into garage. Petrus in deep trouble here, though, just doesn't have the weapon to get herself out alive, and Alexis is more than happy to face down. Rescue and Amy get something done. And then Amy kills over at B again. She's always able to find something here.
Amy picks someone off on this rotate. Obviously, she's getting a ton of information. She hears all of the footsteps headed towards spawn.
She's in the walls.
She is ready for this. Amy is looking to plant on.
Hunter's Fury here.
No way, just Amy catches Sarah right now. Mid-ult. No, she's going to do it. It's a free kill.
30 seconds left.
All right, Amy brings Sarah down. It was a fake over at B that draws out the Hunter's Fury. And in come Shopify Rebellion. Again, have to win a 2 versus 2 retake on the A side. Amy looking towards Sewer. Mimi's very, very low on the side here. It's a fault line over towards Heaven as that trip stops Alexis from getting into the site so far. They need to get rid of it,
There.
and we'll try and explode with Floor from behind it. Amy now is ready. They know where to be looking. Here's the fast lane. Floor is in the side now. Mimi trying to go around the left-hand side on the box, but Alexis brings her down. Amy's in a 1 versus 2 here. Shopify Rebellion. Have an ultimate even to play off of here, but it's going to be Floor who tries to go for it. It's not to half yet, and Amy saves them again! Time and time again. Emerging in the clutch, 4 kills on the round. By the way, now down to a couple of sheriffs. They do have the hero rifle for Floor. Pop here from mid again. Gonna be a trade. Floor gets the 1. Okay, this will be a 2 for 2 here.
Not bad when you're coming into the round with no real weapons to speak of. There was that one Vandal, sure. And G2 crossing the T's, dotting their I's, just cycling weapons off the map right now. In case Shopify go for them later into the round, if there's some kind of retake situation in our future.
See, SR really racking their brains to try and give themselves some semblance of a stack at an important site. Mel might be caught off the timing here. Yep, Mimi finds a third.
Just wants to get info more actively, shut down for it. Walks into the stack. SR, they do have a crossfire here if Jisoo try to force B, but they don't. They slow things down again.
This is so good. Oh yeah, wins it out somehow.
Down, mid.
And she sees a spike go loose. No time for neural theft on that corpse, by the way. Too far away from it.
That is really tough for Mimi. Just can't be losing that.
If Noi is allowed to get in a rewrap position, yep, there's a neural theft coming through now. G2's plans will be laid bare. And SR know it's at C.
There is some counter info there, though. At the very least, G2 know they can get into C, right? Nobody's there, so they're getting into the site. We're right now, though. Amy totally unaware.
Oh, no!
Into it. What?
Fourth. Here we are. 9 apiece here heading into round 19. Rolling Thunder up for both sides. Guns, though, looking pretty stinky for G2.
He's got that rifle. We'll see if it ends up being heroic or if she just can't extract any value from it. Take this engagement. Oh, wow. And does win that against Floor with the Outlaw in hands.
Lived long enough to become the hero, apparently. Rescued Liv by that one, though. Alexis able to swoop in. Snap up a pretty straightforward kill. The garage we are, Mel is, she is actually, dropping down, gets one, okay.
Spike down, mid.
Here's a neural theft. Amy's built a lot of those, and Noya, It all goes wrong for Vanya 2 rounds in a row. How frustrating. GT still have 2 players to work with, and Hunter's Fury in a post plant. It's going to be a rolling thunder, though. That's going to stop a plant from going down. Amy's caught out in the open, reeling now as Alexis waits. She'll actually take the swing. Forces the shot from Amy, but Alexis has no backup. Had to win that, and she stands tall. Petra's got to cross a lot of map to get towards the spike, and Alexis gets a 3K. All right, we're straight into it here.
What the hell?
Floor has a quick push out. She also used the relay bolt to set up that pick onto Rescue. Explosion there from SR leaves G2 wondering now how to fill the gaps.
That Floor just slips right out of there as fast as she got into bottom mid. Mental speed, Amy now. We'll see if she tries to get as proactive as she's been in these man-down situations. On the previous round, she really tried to go forward and find a duel to take. But Noya's played this site very passively. It's just about retake here on A for Shopify.
Yeah, it's all about maintaining the backside of the A side behind those trips, so Cam is cleared.
And Amy is pre-firing heaven there because often when it is just the solo cypher on A, they will be in heaven in a cam.
Okay. I don't know if SR want to be forced into a retake here. They are setting up. Trip on the left side of the side is actually still there, but Floor's gone down here. Oh, Petra revealed as she tries to go for the plant. They also have a good idea where Vanya is right now. Amy and Link Cybercade's thrown up, but she doesn't opt to pass through it. She would have been seen by Alexis had she done so. And there's a rolling thunder here for this post-plant attempt. Thrown out over towards that link side here. And Amy wants to capitalize, but the paranoia is going to stop her in her tracks. She still wants to play close off that cam. TP from Vanya now into hell to make sure she can't be picked off. SR have got to make this happen. 3 players set up in heaven. They might look to flood from this spot. After shot's going to force them out here. Tag on Sarah. She drops here. Vanya has to receive, and she does. Mimi locks it down, and it's up to Mel to step up. But this is an ill-fated retake attempt if I've ever seen one. She'll be brought to heel, and G2 get a crucial round.
The main fault line ready to go from Alexis as Fluorescent pushes up long standard recon, dark cover, all of that regular control utility coming out from the defenders. G2 will be forced to re-clear at some point if they want to head back into the A side.
And honestly, a lot of the extremities of the map have been taken over. Mel's pushed up deep on C side behind that camera of Noya she can play off of.
A lot of work to be done for G2 in regard to the map control game. Headed towards Garage, breaking the trip there would certainly be a start as the drone clears things out.
Mel has a TP to play with here. Great for info or to reinforce a site that does get pressured.
Anya wants to find that camera, but unaware that it's positioned so far and long, as you mentioned, gaining some very crucial information for Shopify to control their rotates.
Petra really does not try to do too much on that C side. Checks it briefly. Floor's about to get busy. No coverage inside Sui here. Turns the flash and in comes Rescue. Exposes herself immediately to Floor, who now looks to reposition and takes down Amy.
Go, go.
That's not exactly what G2 are looking for on the A side. Now they're opted to go over towards Garage. Vanya has gotten deep though.
Garage is the only place that they know is really open.
Noya opts to play on the site. She's under deep threat, of course, towards small side. Floor doesn't check. Bam! Petra's ready for it. Elsewhere, Alexis also fell. That was over on the B side here, so G2 aren't in there.
They've been able to pivot. This is a wonderful call from Mimi.
10 seconds
Spike is
left.
going to go down. The plant position is a little bit
planted.
awkward. No natural place to spam it.
Sarah also on a late wrap here. Through mid. Crowd getting loud for the home team here. This is one round that could be worth 2 for G2.
At this point, it's just about duels and crossfires. Mimi wins the first.
Mel feels like she's going to go for a TP onto the boxes here. She's in with the paranoia, but they don't know she's there yet. She's inside the dark cover. Sarah trying to help her out with some vision on the side, but Petra's going to bring it down. Led by the recon, but it's up to Sarah here to try and dig her out of that corner. The shocks just aren't going to cut it. Eventually, she swings out and falls. Sarah's only got 6 in the chamber. 6 bullets.
Concentrate, Sova.
And not a lot of time to work with here. Mimi gets ahead of it. And G2 out to avoid the overtime.
Well, this could get very dangerous for G2. There are many Shopify players ready to go, stacked up on C.
Here we go.
Okay, fault line, they're going to go for it here. The relay bolt thrown out defensively there by Rescue slows up SR, reveals the plans to G2. They're going to force the issue wide. They're going to go for it. Floor pushes up. Petra sat on the corner. Brought down. That's one. Elsewhere, though, what are SR doing? They're all grouped up here. Their eggs are in this basket outside of a paltry minimum presence over at the B side.
Is Rescue really going to stay? Okay, she does hear the rest of SR falling back. This is dangerous. Faces a drone.
Sarah also thinks to double back. She does have that Hunter's Fury.
And in the meantime, G2, Vanya, they've placed the dark covers over onto this A site. The camera is broken. They'll have to deal with one more trip, but the spike should go down. Still superior weaponry, but down in numbers.
Quartet of SR now rotating back to their spawn. Full retake. It's not what they want to have to do on this map, but they've got no choice now. Mel has TP as well.
And for G2, Mimi has her entire kit ready to go to stifle this retake effort.
And there's not much time here. SR have gotten to the site pretty late.
Area.
At some point, they're going to have to throw caution to the wind and go for it. It's going to be an overdrive here, getting popped by Rescue now, holding the door, but Mel's found Mimi already. Hunter's Fury coming into the site. Mel gets there, sees the TP from Vanya and looking for another target. It's Rescue fighting 2 with the overdrive. 3! What can't she do? They're all burning down and a clean ace for Rescue. Apparently, lightning strikes 5 times.
Out of nowhere, we called on Rescue at the very top of this map. God, SR on the full buy now to catch their breath. They could taste an upset win in that round and their hopes were dashed away.
Taking us to sunset, which really feels like a coin flip. SR picking Haven, feeling confident. It's a map they've always called upon in times of need. This time it's not a safe haven, hostile territory for them.
Caged.
Amy is just trying to passively control A while the rest
Right
of
here.
G2 work towards B. Mimi eyes on Garage as well. Paranoia to enter again. Rescue
Okay.
Diva punished.
Spike down.
Sarah here ready to receive that. Petra, though, is just going to squeeze that corner. Get a good amount of damage onto Sarah, but I'm going to bring it down ultimately. Okay. Plot armor for Sarah. 9 HP and she falls off that line.
Recon now out for Petra as well. That went towards the B link. Doesn't spot anyone out. They tap the spike. They want to see what the reaction from SR will be. A utility extracted now from the defenders as Amy picks up the angle, finds the shot.
Amy just wants to take these fights. Look at her push into this. She's not needed on the spike location, but here comes Floor to try and save the day, and it's up to Mimi. Leader of G2 to try and close the map.
30 seconds left.
Neural Theft, of course, will ping her out and make it clear to SR where she is headed. Camera also to confirm.
This is a nightmare.
Here they come. The cavalry arrives in SR. Here, Wyatt. Both initiator ultimates to end the map. I like those odds.
Fast presence being shown towards C as the one-way is placed from Vanya onto the default box.
There it is.
My ult is ready.
Hunter's Fury.
And now you have both initiator ultimates to work off of as the G2 side to close this map out. They have the advantages that they need. They even have some better weaponry. There's Guardians on the side of Shopify as well. SR look like they're reading this rotate to some extent, though. You have Sarah wandering closer towards A. You still have the setup between Alexis and Fluorescent. The dynamic duo of SR, they are ready on this A site to fight.
God, it's an outside chance, but if Alexis finds 2 kills here, she has a Rolling Thunder of her own.
Look at how deep Noya is inserted on C right now. It's allowing SR to drift elsewhere.
Here they come, Rolling Thunder for the attackers. Rescue stunned up by the fault line, so it won't be the first in, but Amy's more than happy to take these kind of fights. Hunter's Fury from Petra, what a connection. Alexis brought down, and that's the opportunity for a breach ultimate for SR taking off the ball. What was that from Sarah? Through the smoke gets her one, that evens up the numbers. Here's the Neural Theft now. They're all going to be lit. Mel playing on the other side of the cyber cage, has to keep moving and drops the spike carrier. It's Floor versus Petra. In the 1 versus 1. To force overtime. The spike is out there on the site.
You can't ask for more fiery 1v1 than this. 2 of the best aimers that we've got in the scene.
10 seconds left.
Petra stands up, looking at a deliver, but Floor will take us to overtime on Haven. Here comes overtime on a map that's been a cure for hypertension. Sees G2 on the defense side. And Rescue already taking a foray down sewer. Petra sees a lot. She's called this out. She's seen multiple bodies there coming out of lobby.
Time Rescue is just eyes on sewer. Petra has been caught in this situation prior, but we'll back up. There are 3 players from G2 who are ready to fight.
Comfortable fault line, Floor's in there. Very aggressive, but Rescue's having a fight. Oh, Petra, lovely little swing. And now down to 3 RSR. They're committed to this now. They are 2 feet in. Alexis finds one coming out of sewer. Noya also good for the singular one. And here it is. Another for Noya. Vanya sitting in the back of the site towards Link. She has got to get out. Maybe allow for a plant to go down.
Just wants to link up with Amy. Yeah, that is the timing. That is the moment where they can try to get in, but with the rotation from Amy to Haven, things are going to stall out. Alexis fake taps first to see if they do flood in. Wants to be able to swing for Noya.
She's got to know about Heaven. Alexis very wary of where Amy could be posted up. Bit of early damage. And elsewhere, Vanya needs to get activated. Dark cover thrown at the back of the site. Gonna lock SR in. Amy now knows where both players are, but it doesn't matter because Vanya's not there on the timing she needs. Oh, the Rolling Thunder of all things. It's gonna force Vanya well and truly off the site.
Noya makes a great reposition towards sewer as well. That should lock this round up. This should be unwinnable.
No util left for Vanya. Just pure grit, determination, and gun skill. She's got nothing to see. She can't find Alexis, who just wraps around behind the boxes and finds the timing. Shopify Rebellion. Off we go. Round 26. G2 will be attacking here. Hoping for some action here over towards Garage, but
I got Spike.
might pull back here over towards Defender Spawn.
Spike thrown over to Rescue, which does imply that they're going to try to go for a fast tap on B. You know, maybe not fully commit. Maybe they just use it to get some utility out of the defense.
Oh!
There's that fast lane. It just immediately caught. No one dealing with the
They
trip.
tried to. The shock dart was too far forward, I think. Or not enough to the side, it's unclear. Either way, G2 now down to 4. Mel trying to win it out. She gets the better of Petra inside Garage, but it's going to be traded by Vanya. Noya, a little more reluctant about getting involved in the fight. She's happy just to relay these sound cues over to the rest of the team. Sarah now wants to turn the lights on, and Amy goes into the smoke. Surely not a second from Sarah. Would have been unreasonable again. But a player advantage, G2 are short-handed and yet to plant.
And as SR get closer, it's getting more dangerous when Mimi plants this spike.
It's a fake. She gets up off of it. Noi is looking for the right time to emerge here. Floor, oh my goodness, she attracts a lot of attention. And as Mimi falling for the second year in a row, Shopify Rebellion will advance to a GCC Grand Final.
And for the second year in a row, besting G2 in the exact same part of the bracket in the upper final. And though last year was a 2-1, this one was far closer.